Hey friends, it's Zach here, and I'm sitting down with Emily. We're happy you're with us. Today we're talking about favorite foods, what we like, what we don't, and how to say it simply in clear English.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily. Welcome back. If this show helps you, tap subscribe or follow so you don't miss new episodes. We keep things simple, friendly, and useful, perfect for everyday conversations about food, cafes, and cooking at home.
Here's the plan for today. We'll use short, real stories to practice easy questions like, do you like? We'll learn helpful words, and we'll show polite ways to agree or disagree. By the end, you'll feel ready to talk about your favorites with anyone.
This topic is close to us because we often chat in the kitchen before recording. Last week, I asked Zach, do you like olives? He paused, then laughed and said, sometimes. That word, favorite, means the thing you like the most. Mine? Fresh strawberries on warm toast.
Speaking of that kitchen chat, I remembered a street market in Bangkok. I tried bright red noodles and thought, wow, spicy. Spicy means hot from chili. I realized I prefer mild food in the morning and spicy food at night. Simple preference, clear message.
Your food choices can also be about health. I'm allergic to peanuts, so I always tell the waiter, I'm allergic to peanuts. Allergic means your body reacts badly to a food. It's a small sentence that keeps me safe and helps the server help me.
Quick roadmap. First, simple questions for likes and dislikes. Next, mini dialogues you can listen to more than once. Then, soft agree and disagree phrases. After that, a tiny challenge to build a sentence. Finally, quick tips you can use today at a cafe or restaurant.
While you listen, notice short phrases that feel natural. Save them in your phone or say them out loud when you have a quiet moment. Little habits make speaking easier, and they make your voice feel confident and calm.
Quick recap. Favorites, simple questions, polite answers, and a tiny challenge. If you're enjoying this, hit subscribe so our next food story finds you. Okay, take a breath, relax your shoulders. Let's make this fun and easy.
All right, let's dive in. First up, how to ask and answer, do you like? With real examples you can use today.
Let's get into the easy, core phrases for talking about food. Think of 4 small bricks. I like, I don't like, I love, and I prefer. These little lines are clear, honest, and friendly. They're perfect for chats at a cafe, a family dinner, or when you're looking at a menu.
At the Saturday market, I tried fruit samples with a friend. I told her I love mangoes, and she laughed because I said it with a big smile. Then I tasted grapefruit and said, I don't like grapefruit. It's too bitter for me. Bitter means a sharp taste, not sweet. When the seller asked, orange or mango, I said, I prefer mango. Prefer means you choose one thing more than another.
Last weekend, I had pizza night with friends. I told the cook, I like olives, but I don't like mushrooms. That little word, but, makes the sentence balanced. I also softened it by adding, I'm okay with a few mushrooms. Soft words help feelings. Really can make a feeling strong. I really like olives. A bit makes it softer. It's a bit salty. A bit means a small amount.
Polite phrases are so useful. When my aunt served fish soup, I smiled and said, I'm not a fan of fish soup, but it smells great. Fan means a person who likes something. I also use, it's not my favorite, or I'm fine with salad. These lines are honest without being heavy. They keep the conversation warm and kind.
Questions keep the talk moving. At work, I asked a new teammate, do you like spicy food? He said, a little. I followed with, how about noodles? And what do you usually eat for lunch? Usually means most days. Simple questions like these invite stories, not just yes or no. They open space for connection.
Short answers are friendly and clear. Yes, I do. No, I don't. If someone says, I love ramen, you can add, me too. If they say, I don't like coffee, reply, me neither. Neither means also not. These tiny responses show you're listening and make the chat feel easy.
At my neighborhood cafe, the barista asked me, "Do you like it sweet?" I answered, "Just a little. I prefer it strong." Just a little means only a small amount. Taste words help: sweet, salty, sour, spicy. With those, you can be clear. It's too sweet for me, or it's a bit spicy, but I like it.
Quick recap. Use I like, I don't like. Add softeners like a bit. Ask simple questions and keep it polite with not a fan or not my favorite. These phrases make everyday food talk smooth and friendly. Speaking of that, let's take these lines into short, real conversations next.
Yesterday, at a tiny ramen shop, I kept it simple. "I'd like chicken ramen, please. No mushrooms." The server smiled. I added, "I like it spicy." Clear, short lines made ordering easy during the busy lunch.
At a cafe near my gym, I ordered iced coffee. Medium, less sugar, please. I said, I prefer it strong. Prefer means you choose one more than another. The barista asked, milk? I said, just a little.
The waiter asked, "Do you want extra chili oil?" I said, "A little, please." My friend added, "No onions for me." He said, "I don't like raw onions." Raw means not cooked. The server wrote it down quickly.
Group pizza can be tricky. I told my friends, I'm okay with olives, but no pepperoni. Then I asked, how about half and half? That means 2 toppings on different sides. Everyone nodded. Easy, friendly, and fair.
At an office lunch, I asked a teammate, "Do you like spicy?" He said, "Not really." I offered, "There's mild salsa." He tried it. When I said, "I like crunchy chips," he smiled and replied, "Me too."
I love food trucks. I saw Bao for the first time and asked the seller, what do you recommend? He said, pork bao. I asked, is it sweet or savory? Savory means not sweet. I said, great, I'll try it.
Little moments become mini dialogues. The barista asked, "Do you like it sweet?" I answered, "Just a little. I prefer it strong." She offered, "Sugar on the side?" I said, "Yes, please." Short turns, clear answers. The line moved.
Saying no can still be kind. My grandmother offered cake after dinner. I smiled and said, it looks delicious, but I'm full. Full means you ate enough. She saved a slice and winked. For later. Perfect outcome.
One more ordering tip. Can I have the sauce on the side? I use it when a dish is too sweet. On the side means not on the food. It gives control over flavor. More, less, or none.
Quick recap. Simple requests, clear likes, soft refusals, and follow-ups like how about and a little please. These lines make ordering and sharing preferences smooth. Next, we'll explore polite agreement and disagreement.
Let's dig into polite agreement and disagreement. When friends talk about food, I try to be clear and kind. If someone says, "Let's get sushi," I might answer, "Sounds good," or "I'm not sure, maybe another place?" Short words help feelings stay soft, and the talk stays easy.
At a cafe last night, my friend adored a big cinnamon roll. She said, it's amazing. I didn't want one. I smiled and said, not really. Maybe later. Polite means kind and respectful. I added, enjoy it. She laughed, kept eating, and the moment stayed friendly. No pressure, just choice.
When I like the same thing, I say, me too. If it's a dislike, I use me neither. That word neither means also not. My neighbor said, I don't like very sweet tea. I replied, me neither. If I agree strongly, I might say, exactly, or I agree, and give a small nod.
Make the asked, why do you like it? And how often do you eat it? Then, do you mean the one with cheese and lime? He said, yes. He likes it because it's crunchy and a little sweet. I tried a bite and said, good idea.
Soft disagreement helps groups choose food. At an office lunch, a teammate wanted super spicy wings. I said, I don't think so for me. I'm not a fan of very spicy. Then I offered, how about the mild set? Or maybe we can mix spicy and mild. People nodded and we ordered both. Everyone felt included.
At a supermarket tasting, the seller offered olives. I said, I'm not sure. Are they salty or sour? He answered, a bit salty. I tried one and said, not for me, but thanks. It was a clear no, but friendly. He smiled and offered crackers instead.
Quick recap. Agree with, me too. Disagree softly with, I don't think so, or not for me. And add follow-ups like, why, or how about? These small tools keep food talks warm, simple, and real. Okay, let's carry these into a short practice next time. Let's build and swap simple food sentences, like little Lego pieces. Swap just means change one part. Start small. Subject, feeling, food. For example, I like pasta. Now swap the food. I like soup. Same frame, new meaning. Easy and clear.
I'm thinking about last Sunday. I said to my neighbor, I like soup. Then I swapped it. I don't like cold soup. Cold changed the feeling. I also tried, I love tomato soup. And it's a bit salty. A bit means a small amount, soft and polite.
Preferences are great for swapping. I told my cousin I prefer rice to bread. Later, I switched it. I prefer bread to rice with soup. Same idea, different choice. If I'm unsure, I use, I'm okay with rice, or maybe not today. It keeps the tone gentle.
Questions help us trade ideas. I asked, do you like noodles? Then I followed with, how about dumplings? If a friend says, I like noodles, I can reply, me too. If they say, I don't like them, I answer, me neither. Short, kind, and very clear.
Quick story. In a busy noodle shop, I started with, I'd like chicken ramen, please. Then I swapped one detail. Actually, vegetable ramen. I added, no onions, sauce on the side. On the side means not on the food. 3 tiny swaps, and I got exactly what I wanted.
Time and place also swap easily. At breakfast, I say, I like oatmeal in the morning. On weekends, it becomes, I love pancakes on Sundays. At the cinema, I like popcorn, but no butter. Then I soften, just a little salt. It sounds friendly and calm.
Taste words are perfect building blocks. Sweet, salty, sour, spicy. I might say, the curry is spicy. Swap the taste. It's a bit sweet. If it's too much, it's too salty for me. Too shows it's more than you want. Small words, strong meaning.
Let me try a quick swap game with you, Zach. Do you like sushi? How often do you eat it? And if the place is full of people, do you still order it, or do you switch to something fast, like noodles?
I like sushi, but only sometimes. If the line is long, I prefer noodles. Quick win. For lunch, I'm fine with veggie rolls. At night, I love warm soup. If it's very salty, I say, not for me, thanks, and choose something mild.
Quick recap. Build with I like, I don't like, I prefer. Swap food, taste, time, or place, and use softeners like a bit, maybe, and not for me. Add short follow-ups. How about? Why? How often? These tiny swaps turn simple lines into real conversations.
Nicely done. Keep those blocks handy for your next cafe order or family meal. Up next, we'll wrap everything with final advice so your food chats feel natural anywhere, home, markets, or restaurants. All right, time to wrap up. Today we used simple food lines that work anywhere. Likes, dislikes, small requests, and kind no's. Clear words plus a friendly tone make every order easier and every chat softer.
Speaking of that, I was in a busy food court and someone offered extra sauce. I smiled and said, "Not for me, thanks." Then I added, "It looks good, though." The server grinned and offered lemon instead. Small, polite words kept everything warm.
Quick toolkit before we go. I like, I don't like, I love, I prefer. Reactions. Me too. Me neither. Follow-ups. How about and why? Soft details. Just a little. Not my favorite. I'm okay with and on the side. On the side means not on the food.
Keep 3 lines in your notes app. I call mine cafe lines. Mine today are, I prefer it strong, a bit spicy, and no onions, please. Short notes help when your mind feels busy and the line is moving fast.
That reminds me of a night market. The cook asked, "Do you like it spicy?" I said, "A little," and then, "Can I have lime on the side?" He smiled, handed me the bowl, and it was perfect. Bright, warm, and simple to order.
One more tip. Use your face and hands. A small smile, a nod, or a light wave can calm the moment. And it's okay to change your mind. Actually, I'll have the vegetable soup. Actually helps you switch your choice politely.
If you forget a word, use the safe pair. This, please. And a taste note like, not too sweet, please. Point, smile, and breathe. It's enough to get good food and a kind response.
Tiny challenge for your next meal. Order one item with 2 small details, like just a little milk and no sugar. If you want, tell us your favorite food in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas.
Thanks for spending time with us today. If this chat helped, follow or subscribe so the next episode finds you when you need it. We've got more everyday English coming your way.
Take care, enjoy your next meal, and may it be delicious. See you next time.